The F1 Chat Pod with JB, David Milchard. Just figured out how to use Restream's music. Let's hear the beats.
That's exciting. Good for you.
Learning at
You
my
love
age.
learning.
Yes, I do. When it's not frustrating.
Well, can you? When is it frustrating? Like, can't we make learning about stuff we don't like interesting? Because we're still learning.
Well, I think that's the magic sauce, JB. I can't figure that out sometimes. Like sometimes when I want to I don't know, learn something on a get ready for it social media app, I'm like, my first instinct is, why doesn't this do what I want it to do? And why isn't the search bar here? Or why isn't the, add new video here? I want it to just I want it to work for my brain, not for everyone else's brain.
Yeah, that would be nice. Earlier, you said, if only we loved cock. That made me think.
Whoa, hang on. Let me just get there. Yeah.
You love this.
Stupid. Oh my God. Okay.
That made me think, if you did like cock, what kind would you like?
Oh my goodness, JB. Hey, what happened?
Because we've now been steeped in porn for online porn for what? How many years? How many years have we had the internet?
Okay.
And you must have come up with some personal preferences.
I mean, you know what? It's a private moment.
All right. Well, I'll go first.
You know what? It's okay.
I like it.
This is ridiculous.
You're having fun.
You know what? It's bad news that I found that.
I think it's good. I've never seen you so light and frothy first thing in the morning.
I'm trying to overcome the lower back pain I've had for 5 weeks now.
Is it still as bad as it was?
Yeah, it's up and down. Like this morning, it's really bad. Don't know why.
Damn. Yeah. And so you're only on Rebaxacet. I don't mean to diminish it, but you haven't gone to other like heavier psychotic medicines.
Psychotic medicines?
Psychotic? What do you call them?
Painkillers?
Yeah.
No, I don't like. I don't. Yeah, Rebaxacet's as far as I'm going to go. I haven't taken any yet today. So
how come? Why is that as far as you?
Why do I don't know. My dad here. It probably comes from my dad. My dad never took any medication ever.
Oh, and you admire that in him.
Somehow, I think that there's value to like letting your body figure it out. Having said that,
right.
I think the back needs an adjustment.
And is it muscular or spinal, or what's the issue?
I think there's a bit of alignment. I wiped out downhill skiing going very fast. I think I mentioned this a while ago on another podcast.
You did.
And I landed on my butt, and it's still, so something did this.
Do you think you hurt your tailbone?
Nope, because I landed on my left butt cheek.
And so did you have back pain before this?
It's in the same area. I've always had this problem.
So you exacerbated an old issue.
Exacerbated. That's a fun word.
And so you don't ever take painkillers or muscle relaxants, or
I take Rebaxacet, or sometimes like the other day I had a little bit of weed gummies that has, I can't remember if it's CBD or CBC.
Yeah, there's lots of letters these days.
I know it's hard to remember just letters,
especially when you're old. I went to my doctor to get some Vyvanse ADHD medicine. Not because I have ADHD, but because I hear you can lose weight from it. And I'm a lunatic, and I want to have a flat stomach.
At your age, come on.
I know, isn't that idiotic?
Yeah.
And he said, I can't it's a highly controlled substance. I can't get it for you. You have to go get assessed by an ADHD expert.
Or go to Mexico.
Or he said that, or you can buy it on the black market. So obviously that's what I'm going to do because I looked up ADHD assessments and they can be like $2,500.
Oh my.
So that's not worth my wanting to lose 5 or 10. So I'm going to go on the black market.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now.
But sorry, my brain. The point of that was, Milky, is that he said, I said, I'm probably not going to do this. It sounds like a pain in the ass. And he goes, you won't believe the difference. He'll say, he said, you think you don't have ADHD, and then you'll take Vyvanse, and then your eyes will be opened, and you'll be like, oh my God, this is life. That's what he said. I know he's a pill pusher. He's a really great guy too, but and he does doctor and all that. But I mean, don't you want to try that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like I have a list of I'm so far behind on everything. Like,
Yeah.
is it possible to just be behind on life? Is that a thing?
Well, I think it's the way we structure it. I think it's 2 things, the way we structure it and our expectations.
Right,
The way we structure it, like you're fucked because you're doing everything,
right.
right? And you don't have there's something about like there's so many variables in your business that you don't have as much control or an end game where
Mhm.
you'll get a yes or a no. You keep getting maybes along the way that keeps you going in a perpetual level of this sucks.
Yeah,
And then your expectations are is that you got to make money in a hurry because you're old and time's running out.
yeah,
So if you were to go do like me, like mine are different. I've gone back to school,
right.
going to get a job in a growth industry.
Mhm.
I'm gonna start off as an employee. Like, I won't even have to pay my taxes anymore, Milky. No,
Right,
right? No, I'll get a T4. I'll just hand it to another guy. You know
right.
what I mean? Like, the stress will be off compared to when I was a freelancer, and you've got it even worse than a freelancer because now you're an entrepreneur.
Where do you get where's this, job that you're gonna get? Like, what, are you gonna work for another psychiatrist or another company that offers self-help or
Well, I've had one offer from a mental health agency.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so and then 1, 2 I've had 2 job interviews with another men's clinic. Both are men's clinics. I wanna work with men. Speaking of our earlier conversation, I've gotta stop talking like this when I become a professional, hey?
Well, maybe. I mean, it's
Maybe,
something we can
maybe.
let's not be totally decisive on that,
I
but
do wanna
maybe.
separate myself from the pack and be myself, but at the same time, I have to abide by serious ethical guidelines. Pardon me.
Like the FIA regulations that everyone changes all the time. Keep going.
Let's bring it back to F1.
Well, I just wanna know, a little bit more about this is awesome that you're gonna have a job. Like, you're gonna it's like a job placement. You're gonna like that
Well,
what a
it's a practicum placement, and
okay,
a lot of times there's opportunity to stick around after if everybody is into that.
right.
And I would like to do that for a while, I think, having not done it, because I am sick of being my own boss for the last my
Long
entire
time.
professional career, 25
Yeah.
years, and I think I'd like to just take care of my clients and
Yeah.
then go home and be like, "I'm gonna peace out now."
Yeah, what was I saying to Dylan and Matt the other day? I was saying I just sometimes the constant figure out how to create my own work, and revenue, it just gets a little tiresome sometimes, you
It
know?
sure does.
Like I have a meeting at 11, I'm gonna go, talk about, setting up some improv classes because that's how you can make money,
Yeah.
teaching, and people like it, and it's good for, all sorts of different types of individuals pursuing all sorts of different types of things. So I guess I'm gonna have to do that this summer and maybe the fall. Who knows?
So you're gonna set it up at a place at an established teaching place?
Yeah, yeah, I've got, some past schools that I've worked with, and I'm gonna go sort of suggest, "Hey, what if we were to, collaborate in this fashion and see if that works?" And hopefully it does, because if I'm gonna work, or if I'm gonna teach, I'd rather build our brand, the TCD brand.
That's a great idea. And, in this place, so you're collaborating, like, you're gonna rent out a space from them?
Yeah, something like that. I think we'll figure it out. Hopefully, yeah, as far as I know, this is what's probably not a good thing about setting up some teaching is a lot of schools, international students' attendance is down. So a lot of schools are just have lower numbers.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe, it's not going to be the easiest. However, if the focus is on professionals and less students, I think we might be
That's
okay.
great. I think that's a great idea. I think there's a real need out there for it. I just had a commercial casting director reach out to me and say, "I need improv games for the casting room." And I thought, "Finally, yes, that's like, screw the dumb scripts that show
Yes.
nothing. Go and do improv. Hire some." I passed him on to, Christy Bruce. Like, hire a pro to come in and teach you how to do it, or just hire her to come in and run casting sessions.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because that would be so much better to see how people interact rather than your dumb lines that always change by the time you get to the shoot day anyway.
Mhm. I know I mean, I haven't been in a room. I think I've been in the room once this year.
Right.
It's so different now
So
auditioning as an
weird.
actor. It's just and it's what's definitely I definitely don't think I'm better at home because
No.
now it feels a bit more like an interruption.
Yeah.
Um, but
Yeah.
whereas when you like had to go to the room, it became a thing. But also at the
That's
same
right.
time saves time, I guess. I mean,
It does, and I never liked auditioning in the first place, let alone fighting through traffic to get to the room. Then you're nervous and you see everybody. Then you go in, and I would invariably shit the bed, and then I'd leave again, and it was like when I got home, at least I had 12 chances instead of 2.
yeah, yeah,
The casting director never paid attention, never even looked up in the room. Right? It was just you, the reader, and the camera operator. So at home, it's the
yeah,
same. Everyone else is ignoring.
yeah,
I'm just so glad I don't have to do that anymore.
yes. Well, I mean, I still have hopes. I still like it. When I get to
Good for
do it, I
you.
enjoy it. I love it.
I do miss teaching, though. I'd love to
Yeah.
teach again.
Well, you still
Yeah.
can.
I can, but, I reached out to Comedy Bar a few months ago about starting a class. That didn't go anywhere.
Right.
I haven't really tried, but I'd love to teach somewhere else. Starting my own thing was
It's a
hard.
lot of work. I know all about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of a lot of work, listening to Max complain when other drivers, are aggressive like him.
Yeah. 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 Who is aggressive to him
He
this
complained
time?
about Albon.
Albon.
Uh, yeah,
Albon raced him, didn't he?
yeah, they were racing. They were, he did exactly what a Max Verstappen would have done if the roles were reversed. It's
You
bizarre.
mean he didn't move out of the way
Yeah,
and give
exactly.
Max the "I beg
Yeah.
your pardon, sir"? I love Max. I love that there's one dick left in F1 on the course, you know? That, Juan Pablo Montoya on the BBC F1 show that I sent you.
Yes,
I you see him on F1 TV. That's where I see him.
that's right.
And he's sort of a Jacques Villeneuve, but in the grumpiness,
Yes.
sort of a short, grumpy guy.
Yeah.
And then you get him on outside of F1 TV and all their rules because they're so into towing the party line.
Well, it
And
is
he
F1 TV.
it is, you're right. But do they know it makes for such boring broadcasting? Anyways, he
I
just lit
find
it up on BBC. It was so good. That guy is so good, and he calls out Max for doing exactly that. He also called him out for all the racing he did at the end. I'm
for
not
all the
sure what
what?
he was talking about. All the racing at the end. When the race was over, as far as he was concerned, and he kept battling people until the very
Oh,
last second.
right.
I don't know about that, but that seems
Well, I
like
mean,
Max
battle
to
to the
me.
very last second, but the thing the thing about Max is it's just a bit it's just a bit much. Like to hear him moan when he, aggressively dive bombs into the corner and, basically says, "You get out of the way," and forces the person off the track. I mean, that's what Calapinto did with, with Lewis. I I don't I like the fact that people are aggressive, but I also feel like it's not as skillful to just go, "All right," sending it and
Yeah.
literally not
Yeah, right.
there's something.
I want more of the complaining. Like, I want Max to talk like that, and then I want,
Well, Carlos
uh
called him out. Carlos right away
oh,
was like,
did he? That's
yeah,
what I
over the
want.
Carlos was like, "Here he goes again, driving
Yeah,
like it doesn't matter."
yeah,
Um, again, it was a great Max race if you think about it. He spins out of control at the beginning of the race, goes
yeah,
down to the back of the field, puts on hard tires, hangs on till the very end, and races
yeah,
very good with
yeah,
used old hard tires.
yeah,
Here's the one thing though that I thought was funny. Everyone was like, "God, did you see Max? He lost control, did a 360 and kept it going. God, he's good." I
yeah.
was like, "What about the 10 drivers that were right behind him that avoided him?"
That was good too.
Like, they
Yeah,
were
you don't
incredible.
see a lot of gratitude coming from Max, for that, 'cause that took him and everyone else to avoid an
Yeah.
accident.
Like, he should have been, "I'd like to thank."
I'd
I'd
like to
like to
think,
thank
yeah,
I'd like to thank, Oscar Piastri. I'd like to thank Lewis Hamilton and Franco Colapinto for not hitting me when I did a
yeah.
360. Like, it's amazing that that was not a 10-car pileup.
It was amazing.
That
It
was
was
incredible.
great TV. Tell me, Grandpa Milky, about the old days. Were drivers way less friendly to each other? Were they more
Yeah.
honest?
I think there was less PR. There's so much money in Formula 1 now with the big corporations, and they can't afford to have, uh, people being, unadulterated in how they wanna say whatever they'd like to say.
But why not? Does that mean
Well,
less money?
I think it means less headaches for them, and I think that's all they care about. Max
Yeah,
is refreshing in the sense that he says what he says,
kind of.
you know?
I
Um
he's still tamped down from what he
Oh,
used to
yeah,
be,
yeah,
for instance, and he's still very good at saying, "I can't comment on that."
yeah.
Every story needs a good guy and a bad guy, and yet Formula 1 is like, "No more bad guys, please." They
Mhm.
seem to have forgotten one of the tenets of good narrative, and to me, it's story. Story is equals money. Not
Yeah, I
not
also think,
everybody is happy.
well, how's this for a thought? I wonder if it's not just the corporification of motorsport that's made this, behavior occur. I wonder if it's also sports psychology. Because sometimes the less you say, the better, the more power you have. And also, like,
Oh,
if they just start saying stuff and
yeah,
whining or complaining, and they might be totally justified to say what about said driver, etc., that it creates more pressure for them. And
right.
maybe like their team is like, don't say anything, just move
Yeah,
on. We all know so and so was wrong. Like, just move on.
yeah.
And maybe that's part of it because,
That's
like,
really smart because you can't win anything in the court of public opinion like you
mm-mm,
can on a race, so why bother, yammering on. Now you're fighting a war on 2 fronts.
Yeah. It's like George, sort of people were saying, it's like people are trying to get onto George, like, like, okay, this is the story, right? Kimmy's killing it right now. George should be the one that's, leading the team to more victories. What's going on? And George was honest. He said, Miami's not the greatest track for me, and whatever, we'll move on from there. Now, some
Yeah.
pundits were like, well, you got to get better at the track because they have nothing to say. Because he basically just diffused it. He was like, yep, yeah, that's a track I haven't been great at. It's
Yeah.
a bogey track for me. So just sort of like diffuses the pressure.
George also said everything changes 100 times in the blink of an eye in F1. Do you believe he can turn it around?
Well, yes, and here's my theory. Are you ready for this? So, Japan, if I can take you back to one of the greatest countries on the planet that I've never been to.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm able to make that statement, but I just did.
You love the people of Japan.
I love Japan people. I like their clothes. I like their efficiency. I like their food.
Yeah.
And I like a few other things.
Go ahead.
Um,
More private moments?
More private moments. Private moments here. Oh. Private moments. We turn up the volume so you can't hear how we really feel. Okay, this is stupid. Here's my take. Here's my take. If there wasn't a safety car in Japan, in all likelihood, Oscar would have won the race.
Yeah.
So Kimi doesn't win the race.
Maybe
he finished a second, but
maybe
the
good chance.
Analytics suggest. Okay.
Yeah.
If McLaren pits before Kimi in Miami, there's a good chance that the undercut doesn't happen, and Lando stays in the front with clean air and is able to keep Kimi.
A lot of ifs here. You're asking McLaren to actually have good pit strategy for the first time ever?
Yes, I know. I get it. But I'm just saying that, like, yes, Kimi's been unbelievable and he's been delivering, but there have been a couple,
Yeah, he's got lucky, but there is race luck.
Of course
That's
there is.
the
I
thing.
agree. Yeah. All I'm saying is like everyone just pump the brakes a little bit. You know what? He's had a couple races that have, like, in a way, kind of lined up. Like the safety car for sure was his favor.
Yeah.
And, like,
he's gonna have a bad day.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna come. And he's real young to not have that bad day lead to another one, and another one, and another one. It takes a lot of maturity to shake that stuff off. So just ask Lando or Oscar.
Yeah. Well, like, did you see the highlight where where Isaac Hadjar clipped the wall?
Yeah.
And then he just, like, lost it in the car.
Classic young man thing. Can't let it go.
Just, like, so angry, and I was like, okay, I mean, I get it. Like, you're mad, you made a dumb mistake or whatever, but it's only a second season in Formula One. Like, everyone makes some dumb mistakes like that. Like, that happens all the time.
He's 19 or 20 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I just was like, Kimi Räikkönen, wow, I'm getting all the names wrong. Kimi Antonelli has made a couple mistakes last year like that and didn't.
That's true. He's really good at that. Yeah.
He didn't like pound his fist against the steering wheel. He just was
George is good about that too.
Yeah.
George is good at moving on. Moving on is a real sign, an indicator of success.
Yeah.
It's not it's not the failure, it's the how you respond to failure.
That's a good point. It's like you can get upset, whatever, woe is me. You can be whatever, frustrated with whatever's happens, but once that's over, right? Put in some orthotics and start walking.
Exactly. Orthotics.
How are you using them? Because they've been helping me.
I am, but I'm not convinced. You know what really works for me is not wearing shoes.
Around the house. I'm outside?
Well,
you can't walk in Toronto in bare feet. I mean, that's just
that's totally bizarre. But I'm looking forward to sandals weather, even though I am stylistically opposed to open-toed footwear on men in the city, but I think I'm at the stage where I have to do it. I'm so decrepit.
I, have an extra set of flip-flops in my car now.
Really?
Yeah, I just because like, my feet sometimes get so hot.
Yeah. Oh, mine too.
Like, they
Yeah.
are like,
They're on
I don't
fire.
yeah, it's like I'm walking in magma, and
Yeah.
I and it drains you?
Yeah. So you got orthotics?
I have some orthotics,
How
and
much were those?
I can't remember. They were probably like $300, and then there's this guy I went to for a while. I'm not going to this guy anymore. He's like doesn't listen.
Me
Don't you hate it
neither.
when don't you hate it when
Well, I think we went to the same person.
I think
Mine were
there's a few of them in this business.
$400, and he didn't even ask me, like, what kinda shoes I was wearing or what I do. Do I play sports? Do I run? Do I
Yeah, he just like stand on this thing, boom, go, go.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I mean, it's my own fault for listening, but I did say, hey, slow down. I don't know if I'm going to be covered if you're because you're not an actual podiatrist.
Podiatrist? Chiropodist? Mine was a chiropodist.
I wish I went to a philanthropist because then they could have just bought me new feet, maybe. But my point is you're a professional, and if you work on the human
Is a
body,
podiatrist the same as a pedophile? Like, is the ped part the same? Why is ped
no,
and
no, no,
ped
no, no. It's POD.
POD?
You're the language expert. You're the language expert. You wrote a book, not me. Bring it up. Where's the book? That was for you to
Oh,
bring
oh,
it
oh,
in.
oh, 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 oh. To my glorious self.
Exactly.
Mostly true personal essays by me, Jason Bryden.
Give me
Available
a
on Amazon now.
shall I read for you right now?
Give me a what? You
Shall
want
I
me to
read
read?
for you? Yeah, give me a
Sh
read right now.
Okay, alright,
Hang on. Let me just get some music for this. One sec.
yeah, let me get my
Okay,
glasses.
hang on. Okay. Okay. What do you want hip hop, lo-fi, lounge? What do you want for this? Let's try some
Oh,
lounge.
yeah.
Here it is. Let's see what happens here. Didn't work. Come on.
No, that's not good.
Pretty ominous. Come on, we can't have that.
Okay, I went to, I was acting in commercials in Romania, and one day we went out to what we thought was Dracula's castle, but it turned out not to be. It was just marketing. It was the
Perfect.
castle that Bram Stoker chose for his book, even though Bram never visited. He never set foot in Romania. But it was owned by Queen Marie, the last queen of the Romanians. The guide was quick to point out rumors of the queen's alcohol abuse and regular attendance at orgies, but unlikely, which was a huge disappointment for me. I feel like we've lost focus now.
We have a little bit, but also I still want you to read it.
Anyways, available on Amazon.
Okay, listen, look, you had me at orgies in a castle.
Me too. Me too. I was so excited. This Queen Marie woman was amazing.
Tell me
And
more.
there's a museum for her down in rural Oregon near where my brother lives.
No.
Yeah.
Why in rural Oregon?
She was friends with a really rich guy, an American, can't remember his name, but he started building this folly, this huge mansion in rural Oregon. And then he got into money troubles, and the way out was for him to turn it into a public building. And so he convinced the officials that he was going to make a museum to the last queen of Romania, Queen Marie. So
Wow.
you go to the Dalles, Oregon, and there's a massive ornate home, and it's filled with a Romanian lady's stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I I'm 1/4 Romanian or something like that. I've got
Are you
Romanian.
really?
Yeah, I've got, like
How did you get that?
Because my mom told me, so hopefully her memory was right. I'm impressed, JB, with how much you can remember
There's shit going
basically
on outside the window, sorry. It's just
what's happening.
amazing.
What's happening?
A car just rolled up. It's my neighbor. And once every couple months, there's something real weird going on in that house. Once every couple months, they all leave, and there's just, like, people you've never seen before.
Well, maybe they're Airbnb-ing.
No,
Oh.
um, there's something going on, like, mentally and physically
Mm.
with disability, but the patriarch is absolutely bizarre and antisocial, and yet he takes care of all these. It seems like they're all women. Anyways, crazy. Did you just start snoring, or is that your dog?
That
It was
that
kinda
was
boring. Sorry, I
no, no,
interrupted you.
no, that was that was Rizzo. You don't need to talk like that. Now, last week we were gonna talk about middle-age upgrades, which we never really got to.
Oh, let's do it.
So I thought that we could make, really what this podcast is about. It's as much about F1 as it is about
We
being
talked
middle-aged.
about your vinegar, right?
A little bit, yeah, and we just talked about orthotics recently, and we've talked you know
Orthotics,
what, maybe
yeah.
we have talked about well, we haven't talked about bifocals and progressive lenses and how I'm really struggling.
Are you? Tell me.
I just can't get used to it.
Oh, so explain it to me. This is nothing, and then there's something to help your reading down here?
Oh, no, it's for me, they were at one point saying I needed trifocals, and I said, "I no,
Yeah.
no." So basically, I have a lens to see far
Yeah?
and then t to see close.
Right. By
So
moving your eyes, you
yeah,
engage one or the other.
yeah, but it's progressive. So there's a section, so I guess technically certain things at a cer like, in the middle I can see. Like you, right? Like if I go here, you're out of focus, but if right here, dialed. And then if I do this, you're actually really clear. If I do this, you're a little bit fuzzy. If I look over there, this is this is riveting podcasting right now.
Yeah. No, it's breathtaking. See, the thing with ailments is that for other people, you need a time limit. But for us, I could go all day.
Right. I mean, we're allowed because we have a friendship where we're allowed to talk about our problems for a long time.
And also, yeah, exactly. And also, we're going through the same thing. And for anyone out there who's younger than us, just wait. It's harrowing.
Oh yeah.
It's surprising how fast the dilapidation comes on
Yeah.
because you keep doing stuff like skiing,
Yeah.
and then you like it finally got through to me of like, I can't run anymore, I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. I think life plays cruel jokes on middle-aged people like this. This is what happened. I literally said this to Christina yesterday after skiing for 2 days. Hey, my legs feel great. I can't believe how great they feel. And I wake up this morning and my back, I can't move.
Really?
It's like the universe is like, sure, your legs are good for now, but
Yeah.
why don't I just remind you about this part of your body? And then maybe my back will be good and then my knees will be sore.
Yeah. Now, I've been thinking about the universe recently.
Oh, that's good.
When we say the universe is telling me something, what does that mean to you? Because I can't figure it out.
Well, I think what it's saying is I guess I would take it like certain things are happening and around a certain time, or I'm, like I'm seeing things or I'm being reminded of things. And it's the world telling me, hey, maybe you should head in this direction.
So it's the world.
The universe, the world, the being, the present, the whatever. I don't know.
So there's a thing that's directing you.
Perhaps I honestly don't really know.
You don't know. Okay.
No, okay. But I'm saying like that's like sometimes.
I wonder
Uh,
if we're replacing that universe for what we used to have used God.
yeah, yeah. Middle age, we also lose words.
You know what? I was taking, and I told you this last time, I was taking creatine for improved cognitive function, and all it did was make me bloated. So I don't know where to you were trying to remember the word ginkgo biloba. I think that was debunked years ago. Like, how are we supposed to because there's people my age that I meet and I think, "Wow, look at you. You're high functioning." Like the handsome guy at the pharmacy.
Mhm,
He doesn't have problems like I do.
mhm. Well,
I've
he might
seen
have some problems.
he might. I've seen him in profile though, you know?
Mhm.
That's my new measure of a man.
What, profile?
When you look at me head on with my
Yeah,
shirt off, even with my shirt off, you'd be like, "Pretty good, you're keeping it tight." Turn me sideways and I look like the letter P.
yeah.
E So, I'm looking for I see the examples out there of men my age who are doing better than me. Like, when I see one jog by, I'm like, "Wow, how do you do that?"
Mhm. You know what concerns me is when I'm on YouTube, which I have a lot, when I work, I usually have it on my TV with some sort of podcast playing in the background. The ads that come up all the time are Tai Chi for men over 50.
That's a new thing, yeah,
How the
yeah,
heck do they first of all, how do they know I'm over 50? And
yeah.
second, why do they think I wanna do Tai Chi? And I'm not saying I don't wanna do Tai Chi, but it's obscene how much they show me Tai Chi.
Let me just say one thing about that Tai Chi. You can't get the body that guy has from
No.
Tai Chi.
No.
You can get it from AI,
Yes.
from steroids,
Yeah.
from working out 6 hours a day, but give me a fucking break. That's why the internet is so shitty.
I know. A good friend of mine said a while back because I was like, "Oh, I got this little, ring of, of fat around here." Now I'm in okay shape for my age or whatever, but I'm like, "I gotta get rid of that." And he's like, "That's no. What do you
Yeah,
mean? Stop it.
that's a good friend. That's
Just
a
stop."
good friend. How
Like
old are you? How
I'm
many
50,
great meals have
51.
you
Yeah,
had?
exactly.
How many nice drinks have you had?
Christine
Do
and
you
I went skiing and I felt great because I was like carving and turning and it was like I felt like an F1 driver because sometimes I just let it rip
Yeah.
and hopefully not fall. And it's like when the skis work correctly, you get like there's a bit of G on you, which is like the
Yeah.
F1 driver, and you feel that. And when I'm doing it, I'm thinking like imagine being in an F1 car going 270 kilometers around a corner. What that just must be so, and then the
Oh
car
my
just
god.
whips out. It must be like they should never complain.
I don't know. I think they should always complain. Let's go back to the universe. What do you think the universe is telling Lewis Hamilton these days?
I think Lewis Hamilton, get ready for my bold prediction. Once we get to the European races, you watch Lewis Hamilton do very, very well. I think he's going to get a couple podiums and might even get a race win. And I might even say it, Silverstone.
Okay, great. But what about that car? I'm still not confident. I'm not confident in that car. I'm not confident in that team.
Well, here's
And
the
neither
positive.
is neither is Charles.
Here's the optimism for those guys. Here's the Robaxo optimism pill that they should be taking. The
Hey,
car is,
reaching out for sponsorship. The
yeah,
Rebaxa set moment of confidence.
yeah. The car is hard on its tires. That's something they can fix.
Right.
They can fix that. That's not an impossible thing to fix.
Yeah.
So I think that they've got speed. They're clearly the best cars at the start. I think once they can figure out how to, even if they increase their tire wear longevity by like 4 laps, that's going to change where they.
Why haven't they tackled that?
Well, they are. I mean, they must be. So,
Oh,
but they
they
gotta.
must be.
Yeah, like they just got to figure it out. And like it's interesting, right? Like some upgrades on cars don't work. They didn't seem to work that great for Miami. But
Mhm.
you watch. I think they're gonna come on, and I think this is gonna be a surprising year. I think we're gonna be surprised. I think that Mercedes is gonna probably win it, but it's gonna be way closer than we think.
Montreal has some good levels of degradation. Do you think Ferrari is gonna fix it in time?
I think no, not for that track. No, I think it's a McLaren driver that wins in in Montreal. I
Me
think it is,
too.
and I think George will be bummed out because he won't win the race, but he'll finish ahead of Kimi.
Mhm.
Um,
You think Kimmy's bottoming out starting in Montreal?
no, I just think it'll be whatever. He just things won't go his way.
Right. So you think it'll still be, "Oh my god, someone's walking their dog and their cat is following them." I love
Oh, that
that.
so cute.
So yeah, see, I just see when Kimmy has a bad day, it's gonna be real bad.
Okay.
But maybe you're right, maybe it's smaller than that.
Like, you think he's gonna be in an accident or he's gonna he's gonna make a fundamental error, go off the track all on his own or trying to make a dumb pass, that sort
I
of
don't
thing?
know, something, yeah.
I don't know. You know what? Did you see everyone giving him a hug after the race?
Yeah.
Everyone loves that guy.
Yeah, he's hard not to love, he's just so adorable.
Literally the opposite of Max.
Yeah, yeah. Have you seen his dad?
Yeah, his dad seems
He's a
like a
bit of
pretty
a
cool guy.
silver fox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he seems like I feel like he's probably also very nice, but at the same time, when you look at him, I could see him being like, "That's not the right move, my young man."
Well, he does have a race team, doesn't he?
Yeah,
My
yeah.
god, can you imagine just coming from that kind of wealth?
Yeah, I don't know how I'm actually I wanna maybe that's a deep dive you can do because you like the fathers of F1. Let's learn about
Deep
Kimmy's dad.
dive. What does that sound like? Welcome to Deep Dive, the
Hang on.
fathers of F1 with your host, Jason Bryden, starting right this very
They really
second. Okay, we got to work on the
well, they need they it's
tweak some.
they just gotta, like it's delayed.
Let's talk about Colapinto.
Yes, he did great,
Yeah, he did great. Yeah,
other than
he came
hitting
in 7th,
Lewis. He hit
right?
Lewis. Yeah, that's really good for him
He
and the
came in
team.
8th, but came in 7th because of Charles' penalty.
Yeah, well, how do you feel about these penalties after races? Wouldn't it be great if there was a way to have the penalties happen actually like, much faster?
How would they do that?
I don't know, other than having way more cameras, maybe
Maybe
simplifying the
pay some
rules.
stewards?
That's all volunteer. Oh, well, the stewards no, that is. I don't know if they get paid.
They don't. I'm saying maybe pay them so it's someone's job to fucking penalize so there's
Right.
some consistency
Yeah.
because, the penalties are one of the worst parts of F1.
Yeah, the
I'm fine with
inconsistency.
it being boring. I'm fine with it being, like, lackluster, that everybody has to say the same thing all the
Mhm.
time because you just tune out. You can't tune out from I still think about, Max getting a 10-second penalty for running George off the course, and what race was that?
The Spanish Grand Prix last year, yeah,
The
you're like,
Spanish
"How is
Grand
that?"
Prix last year, because I was reminded again because this time he got, a 5-second penalty for, crossing
The
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 pit
pit lane, but
lane line. 5 seconds for that, but 10 seconds, and all that because, this billion-dollar sport, the regulations it comes down to volunteers?
I
That
mean, it
seems
is
weird.
absurd. It's absurd, right? And your point is great. A 5-second penalty for, really probably doesn't make it that much of a difference in the grand scheme of things, but driving into another car purposefully is only twice as bad.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, that should have been a race ban, period. I mean, he
Yeah.
should have been suspended instantly for, like, 1 or 2 races. I mean, that's just unacceptable. I mean, I don't even get it, but everyone's afraid to do that. But also, imagine if they did do that, the news stories,
I
like
know, they're
like the
missing out.
like,
They're missing out on story.
like, that would have been so, like, he would
Now it went dark. Oh, Are we back?
Yeah.
What
Maybe that's a
happened?
well, maybe it's the universe telling us to end the stream.
No, that's not a thing. I'm not convinced the universe tells us stuff.
Well, I will make this note for us to remember. Remember one time we were doing a podcast and I said, "Oh, you look a little, pixelated?"
Yeah.
Turns out you were pixelated on the podcast too.
Oh, good for you. You watched it.
Yeah, so where is your modem in relation to your computer right now?
Upstairs.
Okay,
One
maybe
floor up, right above me.
hmm, but you're in an 1921-year-old building.
Yeah.
So there who knows what's in there. There's dead bodies.
There's not much insulation, I'll tell you that much. But, so I take it your modem is closer, maybe
Yes,
behind you? You're
I can
looking
s
at it.
I'm right there.
Yeah, right there. Look at that laser-like focus you can do. Now give me another eye line. Give me an eye line to Rizzo. Boom. And now back to the modem. And now at me. And now look away. And now feel shame. And now mild arousal. And scene. And that's called acting.
Sometimes I like it when a director does that, though.
I
Just say it
love it.
faster. Slow it down.
Yeah. Oh, that's my favorite.
Look over here. Yes, just I'll do it.
Yeah. Just get me home sooner. As soon as in the bad old days, as soon as I got an acting job, I was looking forward to coming home.
Is that like these podcasts?
No, I like these. I like these, although I am getting a bit hungry. What am I gonna eat next?
I'm hungry too, and I also have to think about how I'm gonna approach this, collaboration about getting a little improv weekend workshops happening. I have to think about
Let's brainstorm that. Let's do some brainstorming right now.
well, I bet you if I put my if I would let ChatGPT, not ChatGPT, sorry, Claude know everything I was doing, I bet you Claude would give me this advice. You're doing too much, and you really think you can get people to sign up for improv classes? That's what I think Claude would say to me.
Right.
So
Not much of a brainstorm.
I have to think about how much work that is, and I have to
Oh,
think about
whether you even wanna do it.
well, I wanna do it because I do I'm like you, I do enjoy teaching. It's fun when you see people try something that they're not used to doing or they discover something, like, it's very exciting.
I loved, changing their moods. Like, they would come in as tired or apprehensive,
Right.
and then 3 hours later, they were, like, punching air and high-fiving each other
Yeah.
and scheming out in the waiting room like, "Hey, you wanna make this? You wanna do that?" Yeah, I loved that.
Like, I enjoy teaching, I'll use the word professionals, not that actors aren't professionals, but, like, professionals because they're not in this world. They're
I
not
agree. No, no,
and so
I preferred the beginners, always,
yeah.
because they didn't do acty stuff.
Yeah. And they're like, "I don't know what I'm doing. I'll try this." And then when they start to get it, God, it's so much fun. And then when they, especially if you're doing improv and someone, naturally the whatever the scene happens and they say something funny and everyone's like loses their mind because it was like the
Oh,
right thing to
yeah.
say, you're just like,
Yeah, that's
"Perfect."
so good.
So I just have to manage that because that's motivating to have that feeling.
I was thinking about improv the other day and how because I've been watching a lot of, videos on group therapy because 'cause I'm in a group therapy course right now, and
Okay.
so watching a group, they're always simulations. It's not real group because of confidentiality
All right.
factors. And so you're always watching a simulation. One was a simulation using grad students, not actors. One other simulation was using actors. And it was so much better than non-actors.
Right.
It was more compelling, it was more genuine, it was more present. There wasn't
Mhm.
a bunch of like, "What do you mean by that?" You know?
Mhm. Do you think you had an advantage because you are an actor? That maybe you
I
were
think
like,
I I think,
you're you were able to perceive that,
oh, maybe, yeah. For sure, yeah.
like, I mean, maybe that's what's gonna make you a great therapist.
I think what's gonna make me a great therapist is continued practice and also finally having learned how to listen as an actor. That's gonna help me. It certainly isn't any of the performance stuff.
Mhm.
The listening and, the curiosity I learned from this grad program.
And when are
Grad
you done?
I'm done in, August 17th,
That is so fast.
and then I start my practicum in September.
And then how long is the practicum?
400 hours. However
What
however
is that?
I can do
40, that's
400
40.
hours,
40 goes into 400.
10 times.
10 weeks, thanks.
No, you can't do 40 hours a week, though. You're not allowed. It'll take me 6 to 8 months.
And then when you're done that, you'll be placed,
Then
hopefully.
I have 2 assignments. Then I have an exam with the college that I wanna be a part of, the CRPO. Um, that's the governing body in Ontario,
Right?
and then I'll be a registered psychotherapist.
Now, will you be able to do it like this, do you think? Will you wanna form a business that's, like, over Zoom or whatever?
I do. I mean, I really wanna do in person, but I also wanna do Zoom, so in a few years when my kids are in university, I can meet you in Italy, and I'll keep working.
That's where I was going with this. I put into, Gemini, which I'm playing around with that AI a little bit, and I said, "Hey,
Yeah.
Gemini, tell me exactly about the 7% flat tax rate in Italy, and I'm a Canadian, etcetera." Spews it out, gives me all the things I need to know, and then it goes,
Yes.
"This is something you need to make sure you get clear on with a proper, tax, and your accountant." And but it was like, "This is the most important thing for, like, a departure tax if you are gonna, leave," and, um, but everything else was like, "Oh, good." All those things where I was like, "I'm not sure." So I'll ask it again. I'll say, "Hey, please review and make sure this information is accurate. And if there's anything that you're, like, concerned about, let me know." But it was great. So, JB, here's the thing. For the first 10 years you're there,
Yeah.
let's say you have a house, and
Yeah.
that house is you're renting it out and you're making money off that, like because your house
In
is paid for
Canada.
in Canada.
Right.
The income that you make off that house
Yeah.
will be only taxed at 7%. If you have a bunch
Right,
of stock.
but is it also taxed in Canada?
No, because it's and I'll get Gemini to clarify it, but no, because we have a tax treaty.
Oh, so you can only be
Now,
taxed
yeah,
once.
you might have property taxes in Canada, for sure,
Right.
right?
Right.
But the income, no, because you're retiring,
You'll
so you can't be double
definitely have
taxed.
property taxes.
Oh, yeah. What is it gonna be in 10 years?
Yeah. So you'll only be taxed 7% on any income ever
Yeah,
for the first 10 years.
yeah.
And then are you allowed to leave after 10 years without penalty?
That I don't know. I think,
And what does it go up to after 10 years?
23 to 43%,
Right.
depending on your income.
Right.
So, which is maybe comparable to Canada, I think it's not too far off,
It is. It sounds
but
very similar.
the other thing that I was reading about was they were saying that, like, I'm gonna get this number wrong, so I have to reread it, but it was something like 1,000,000 people are gonna leave Italy. I wanna say in 1 year, but that makes no sense. It's probably over, like, 5 years or a decade, but even
Yeah.
still, 1,000,000 people leaving Italy over 5
Why?
years? Well, it's because they're, as far as I understand it, like, because they're in the EU, everyone just can go to the big cities where there's more opportunity and more pay.
Oh.
People are paid generally less in Italy.
So they're paid less in Italy, and is it also fascism that makes them leave?
I don't know. I mean, is she that
Don't know.
fascist?
I mean, I don't know. I think she is, but I didn't do any research on
She's
her.
she's probably gonna be out in the next whatever. I mean, they have the 7th or 8th largest economy in the world, so they can't be doing that bad.
Huh.
Like, they have a bigger economy than Canada.
Really?
Yeah, but economic money that flows through they have more money goes through that country than Canada. Type in you go Canada's like
You
Canada.
fucking do it. You do
I
it.
don't I don't
You
know.
do it.
I mean, maybe the question I asked was incorrect, but I asked like what are the top economic powerhouses in the world? And it's obviously the US and it's China. And then it's like,
France, Germany.
no, it's they're there, but they're not in the top 3. I think India might be the next one because they've got so many
Oh,
people.
India,
But
yeah.
they don't necessarily have the most per capita GDP. I mean, there's a whole bunch of factors, but the point is that Italy's in the top 10.
Hmm.
So,
So, but you're not gonna be making money in Italy.
no, but I did look up English-speaking jobs that are sought after in Italy.
And?
Well, the hospitality business, which I'm pretty good at.
Oh, you could be like, the Australian hotel manager in season 1 of, White Lotus?
Exactly. I could be basically I could work in some hotels or some, resorts and be like the person that handles the English-speaking individuals.
How would you handle them? What does
I have that
handling look like?
well, I used to do it when I lived in Whistler. I was in the hotel biz, JB. "Hi, how are you doing today? What can I help you with?"
Oh, you'd be good at that. So you could be a concierge.
Yeah. "Are you looking to try some unique Italian cuisine? Well, let me tell you about a wonderful little restaurant not
You're
too far
very
from
good at
here.
that. Yeah.
Just a couple kilometers down the road. I suggest walking. Now, if it is sunny, I would bring an umbrella. Seems strange for a Italy because to Italy.
Are you gonna be gay? Are you gonna turn up the gay a little bit?
Depends on who it is.
Right?
When I used to work in, Tapan Village in Whistler, I would, do different,
You'd be
I would
Japanese?
not with I was never that bold, but I would do different I would be different. I'd be because everyone was from everywhere in Whistler. So sometimes I'd be from Australia, New Zealand, sometimes I'd be from, uh,
Oh, you
uh
throw on an accent
yeah,
coaster.
yeah. And I was terrible at New Zealand and terrible at Australia, and they'd be like, "You don't," and I'd be like, "It's I've been here a while."
So at your age, you could work in a hotel again?
If I
Standing on
want
your feet all day and your back and your orthotics
Yeah,
and
I mean, I feel like don't you think that there's a for me anyways, there's a part of me that's going to be not wanting to get bored. Now,
oh, that's a good point.
so I like being around people. I like that. So
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's probably I'm gonna be that guy. I'll be a 75-year-old man that maybe works at the airport
yeah, that's
just for
gonna
2
be
days a week.
you.
"Hi, can I help you? You're looking for,
I
Cathay
l
Pacific?"
I love airports. I don't like going through the security, all the bad parts, obviously, I don't like those, but the other day, I was in an airport and just watching the reunions.
Mhm.
I mean, I could just watch that all day. People
Yeah, it's
sad
beautiful.
that they're no longer gonna be together, happy that they're together again, over
Mhm,
and over.
mhm. I know, right? Like,
And the
it's
windows, the views are great. There's, open space, especially Vancouver. What an airport. Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Well, as Christina says, "It's never bye-bye, it's see you later." And on that note,
See you
you
later.
you need to eat, I need to eat.
I need to have a nap too. What just happened? I slept so well last night too. Did we talk about F1?
Not as much as we normally do, but I mean, what's there to say? It was a great race. It was fun. It was a fun race.
It was a fun race. There was still some boring parts to it where nothing much happened.
Yeah, that's part of the art, part of the
Yeah,
fun. It's part of the sport.
exactly. And you know what? Montoya, who I just love now,
Montoya.
Montoya, sorry. He said, well, or maybe it was Damon who said, it was used to be so hard to pass. Once
Mhm.
you pass someone, that was it. There was no more
Yeah,
passing. That was the end.
yeah, yeah.
And so I think certainly the new aero rules and the new boost and all that horse shit, it's better than DRS and it's better than no passes happening.
Mhm,
And they
mhm.
got to tweak some stuff for sure, but um I thought it was a great race, and you know what was weird was there was no rain.
Yeah, they moved, but
In
they
this
moved it up
They
2
moved it
hours.
up, and in this day and age of being able to predict everything, we can still be completely fooled by
Mhm.
the weather.
Yeah, I mean, it's too bad it didn't rain a bit, but if there was lightning, they would have had to shut the race down immediately, so they
Yeah.
couldn't take that risk.
Ghastly, is he gonna show up? I keep hoping for more from good old
Well,
PG.
he got flipped onto his head. Did you see that?
Yeah, oh, yeah, what happened
He
to
barrel
him?
rolled. He got hit by guess who?
Max.
Lawson.
No. Lawson.
Lawson
Oh.
Lawson gets into a lot of
Lawson wants to be Max.
yeah.
He's put his, aggression before the technique.
He does seem to have a lot of contact. But anyway, that was
Yeah,
exciting to watch, I mean, not you don't want anyone to get hurt, but it was fun to wow, I haven't seen a car roll over in a while.
yeah.
It's amazing
When
it
are we
doesn't happen more often.
when are we gonna get to, Montreal or a race?
Well, I would love to go to the one in Mexico.
When are you gonna feel like you have the money to do that?
2028.
Okay, great. I like that you have a plan.
I think, I like I mean, do you know that it's to fly to LA and back, it's $600 return right now?
Wow.
So flying right now is oh, that reminds me.
I thought
I
I
have a credit to take care of.
Me too. I thought airline tickets were gonna go sky high because of the oil price of oil,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's cheap as hell.
Yeah.
I was looking at flights in,
It's not cheap as hell. What are you talking about?
didn't you just say $600? Isn't that good return?
No way to
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying was that it was a good
no, no,
deal.
no, no way, no way. It is not. Like, normally you could like, there was times when you could fly down to, Los Angeles for like $300.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, you
it's not
didn't say that.
sorry, I mean, I
Jesus,
thought
what
you
am
would
I
have
v no.
well, you remember the Queen Mother Mary of Romania, but you can't remember how
Oh,
much a
I
return flight from LA was to Vancouver?
no, I can't. No.
Sorry for the attack. I apologize. I don't know why I got aggressive.
Yeah, everything's expensive and everything sucks, but it was great to talk to you.
Yes, we'll be talking next week. And, if you have Air Canada credit, take advantage of it right now because they take it away. They're fast, and I'm gonna book my Air Canada credit right now because they already took $1,000 from me.
Those are you is that allowed?
I know it shouldn't be. Like, if you don't they're like, "If you don't use it within 12 months, we take it." It's like, "No, it's my I already gave you money. Just let me keep it."
Yeah.
Like, have
I
a
don't
bank.
have any. I have WestJet.
Okay,
I'm gonna use that.
okay.
Oh, one more thing. Do you have a what credit card do you have, and do you recommend one?
I this would be like, who cares what the card is? Just do cash back. That's my
That's what
recommendation.
I've been doing, but then, I thought about flights and points, and I thought maybe I should get one that gives me points towards flying. Try a WestJet one again with the companion voucher.
Well, here's my theory on that stuff.
Yeah.
When they wanna fuck around with the value of what those points are, they can do it kinda however they wanna do it. There's no
Right.
regulation. So I think actually collecting
Right.
points, I mean, and I could be wrong because I'm not a tour YouTuber influencer regarding this, but I'm always like, I'll just take the 2% cash back on my credit card.
Yeah.
Then I know exactly what I know. I spent $1 and I get whatever
That's
back.
a good
Perfect. Done.
point.
I don't have to think
Yeah.
about it.
Now, I have seen you collect and redeem points at a liquor store using Aeroplan. So I know you're playing both sides of the fence there, Milkbags, you devil.
I haven't. I probably will continue to do so. But currently, I've now with my new credit card, Van City Credit Union, getting away from RBC,
Good for you. And how much
cash
is that
back.
a year?
Oh,
Free?
no fee.
No fee, because that's what I've
No.
got right now. I have a no fee cash back. I don't get much cash back.
Well, I mean, they're not in the business of really helping.
No, that's for sure.
KJB,
Bye bye.
we'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much.